Hi, Sean Radcliffe with Radcliffe and Associates, and I'm here with Chad Coco from Journey Financial Group. And Chad is not only somebody great friend, we actually went to college together, but he actually handles all of my insurance, property and vehicle insurance. And so, a couple things that I was thinking about personally, I had reached out to him, and I just wanted to share with you guys. So one of the things that we were talking about is I wanted to make sure that we had uninsured motorists, just because I know that the last time that we had a major incident, which was the Great Recession, which is not now, but uninsured motorists, there was a lot more claims. So tell me a little bit about that. What do you recommend as far as uninsured motorists? Should we have it? Should we not?
Yeah, actually, I think you should absolutely have it.
Okay.
You referenced 2008, and what we saw back during the Great Recession is people, as they were losing their jobs, were trying to kind of reduce their outflow, and so they were
Yeah.
canceling their policies. And that's we know we need the insurance.
Right.
If you're driving down the street and you get into an accident and somebody takes off, well, whose insurance pays for that? You want to make sure that you have the uninsured or underinsured coverage on your policy. So yes, I'd absolutely agree with you. And one thing that I would add to that is make sure that those limits match the top limit. So you have your primary liability limits, whether it's 100, 300, or 255. Make
Okay.
sure that your uninsured motorist coverage matches that.
Okay, good point. And then on that same note, so my wife works and she's now working from home. I'm still driving, but the other thing that we were talking about in our household is how to reduce expenses, and obviously we have to have insurance. But we obviously we have Mercury and they track our mileage. So I had reached out to Chad and saying, hey, should we discontinue Lacey as reduce her mileage as a driver? And then you had brought up a good point about what some of these carriers are doing. So I wanted to, if you can share that with us.
Yeah, I'm laughing because you're one of many, and we still keep getting the calls on people saying, "Hey, listen, the safer at home mandate. I'm working from home. I'm not driving as much. Can I reduce my mileage?" Well, the carriers have seen that, and most recently, you've seen on the news, like Geico, I think, was the first to offer a 15% reduction in premium, I believe, starting April 8th through October. Other carriers have started to follow suit, like Travelers, Allstate, Mercury are offering 15% discounts on
Okay.
your April and May premiums. So with regards to Mercury, we're just waiting to figure out how to get that back to the client. So as soon as we know, we'll let
Yeah.
you know.
Now, is that something that I have to call you, or they're working on just doing proactively?
No, they're inundated with calls. They said, hold
Okay.
on, we're just going to do this across the board, and we're just going to start handing this money back out.
Okay. And then one of the things too I was just thinking about is that when I came to you, I actually had my car insurance at one place and my home insurance at another, and then we were able to get those together. So is now a good time to look at bundling insurance?
Yeah, again, everybody is kind of tightening their purse strings, and
Yep.
they're looking to reduce expenses. So not only looking to keep your home and your auto policies together with the same carrier, because usually
Right.
that equates to a 10 to 15% discount, but also make sure that if there's um, like occupational discounts, so like teachers, they get
Okay.
a 10 to 14% discount. First responders get an 8 to 10% discount, depending on the carrier. So if you are looking to reach out to your agent or your broker, Farmers, Allstate, State Farm, make sure you ask about those things because
Right.
that'll help reduce your insurance premiums.
Right. And then just one last plug. What's the difference between like if I just went to like a State Farm or I went to a Journey Group? I mean, what's the difference between the two of you guys? Like, why would a consumer do one or the other?
Well,
Or what's the
State
benefit, I
Farm
guess?
is a national brand, right? They're a
Right.
great company. With them, you have State Farm products.
Okay.
With somebody like myself, I'm a broker, so I can go out and I can go to multiple carriers. But yeah, any of the agents that are with the State Farm, Farmers, Allstate, they work in your best interest. It's good to know that. Well, if I come to a Chad at Journey Financial Group,
Hmm.
I'm basically shopping the entire market for you.
Yeah. No, that's 100%, and that's something that you and I look at on a yearly basis. We, make sure that we're still with the most competitive. Um, group, and then obviously, making sure that if anything at my house has changed, or assets have changed, to make sure that we're financially covered. So
Right.
that's a great point. And I think that right now, as people have more time and they're at home, and like you said, tightening up the purse strings, or I've never heard that, but I was thinking tightening the belt is, is how can we save, money each month? And that's something that I think that everybody should be looking at. So great content, great info. If somebody wanted to get a hold of you directly and kind of talk about what services you offer, how would they get a hold of you?
Sure. You can dial my number, 888-560-4299, or
Okay.
email me at chad@journey-fg.com.
Okay, perfect. And of course, anybody watching this, if they have any real estate related questions, what's going on in the market? Is the home prices going to come down? Or is there going to be a massive amount of inventory? If I'm a buyer and I think that homes are going to be on sale next month, I'd love to have that conversation with you and just kind of tell you, the facts of what we see. Of course, nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody can predict exactly what's going to happen, but we can go off of the data. And I can be reached at 714-497-0160. Or you can email me at sean@radcliffeassociates.com. So thanks so much, Chad, and we'll chat soon.
I appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.